what a catch by Jay Nathanielman. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Shooter taking a shot deep. Open target. Her third. From left to right. Sets off. Oh,
Down!
Washington's going to step. He's going to go for it. And it fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
Ypsilanti, Michigan, the city that was named after a Greek war hero and plays host to this college football matchup. And now the coin toss, and it's presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites.
Over today as we get ready for MAC action. Tony, can you hear me?
Oh yes, I'm so sorry. I can. Yeah, your mic cut out a little bit on my end. This should be a fantastic game. I think both teams are 1-1, looking to add or establish themselves as serious contenders in the match.
Absolutely, it's going to be a good one. Hey, we got a cold one, 29 degrees, extremely windy, 15 miles per hour. Tony, what kind of impact do you think that's going to have on this game?
Yeah, it could be a very serious, definitely affecting the kicking game. We're going to pause real quickly so we can take off the announcers, so that way you can hear my beautiful voice instead of Kirk Herbstreit.
All right, Tony, we are back. They're only going to hear us now. Why would they want to hear Kirk Herbstreit? They can hear David and Tony. Come on now.
Exactly, you're right.
Here we go. Toledo starting with the ball right away. Great first possession. Tight end Sage, a 13-yard reception right there.
Yeah, that's a great way to start off this drive for Sailor Sage. She's been having a huge season so far and kicking it off great there.
Friedman, the quarterback for Toledo, already 923 yards. Steps back. He's got some time. Here comes a freshman. He dumps it off. A great check down. And that's Davis Jr. with a 7-yard reception.
Yeah, great job of utilizing the senior wide receiver from Baltimore, Maryland. Ludwig Friedman is effectively moving the football down the field here early for Eastern Michigan.
Friedman's got 3 receivers at the top, 1 to the bottom. Shotgun pressure coming. Blitz picked up. Going downfield. He has his receiver. Friedman not able to get the ball to his receiver before he's hit, though, and that's an incompletion.
Yeah, that's a great hit. Looked like that was Ja Avery II from San Antonio, Texas, with a huge hit to knock that out.
All right, Friedman, 3 receivers to the top screen, 1 to the bottom. He's got his receiver wide open. Touchdown! A 46-yard touchdown. And just like that, we have the first touchdown for Ian.
Yeah, fantastic job by Eastern Michigan. Friedman just sliced and diced the Toledo defense on this first opening possession for Eastern Michigan. Freddie Chen just ran a bit of a seam route, skinny post up the middle of the field, burned the defenders, and got into the end zone. Toledo will be in for a very long game if they cannot stop the passing attack.
Yeah, that was a fantastic play. He really set that up really well, Tony, with his short passes. Great job by EMU and their offense. Now it's time for Toledo to come out and respond. They're going to get their first possession of the game following this kickoff.
Yeah, you're right. They absolutely will. You know, it's a bit of a day game here on the gray field. Is really interesting. I actually kind of like the ambiance that it creates. We'll see if Rock Rhodes and McCade Alber for Toledo can lead this Rockets offense down the field.
Yeah, Albert's got 582 yards passing, 3 touchdowns and interception. So let's see what he can do tonight against this EMU defense. And right away, he goes down, sacked for a loss of 4 yards. So it's Anthony Simmons.
Yeah, Anthony Simmons with a fantastic sack there, getting into the backfield. The freshman defensive end just broke right through the tackle on that left-hand side. It got into the backfield. That's not how Toledo wanted to start this game.
As you mentioned, this is a rare day game for the CFSL, but we are enjoying the opportunity for Saturday afternoon football. We appreciate all you joining us. Albert in the shotgun, 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen, hands it off. It's going to be a rush to the right-hand side with the defense all over it. Rock Rhodes only able to get 1 yard.
Yeah, that was a fantastic job by the Eastern Michigan defense, stopping or standing Rock Rhodes up tall and not letting him get any forward momentum.
And here goes Albert again. He throws to the right-hand side. A very dangerous throw into coverage. The defense was with a great play to knock that down.
Yeah, that's Andrew Stevens, the freshman corner. Great job in coverage, like you said, David. And they're going to force the quick 3 and out here. Toledo's defense has to stand tall and cannot let Eastern Michigan score here. Otherwise, it could be a very, very long game.
Absolutely, and definitely not how you want to start out offensively with 3 and out. But here comes Eastern Michigan Eagles, a great drive, very methodical last time, march downfield for his 46-yard touchdown. Let's see what Friedman can do on this drive. He's got 2 receivers at the bottom, 1 to the top, 2 in the backfield. If Friedman's got pressure coming and almost throws an interception there trying to get rid of the ball.
Yeah, that was Devontae Jackson, the corner on the corner blitz, getting into the backfield right in the face of Friedman. Lucky he got that away.
Friedman with 2 receivers at the bottom, 1 to the top. He's going to run it himself, breaks free from the first tackle, but doesn't get far, and that's a 2-yard loss, Tony.
Yes, it is. Yeah, Brian Davis did just enough to cause some pressure on Friedman. Was maybe a little bit of a team sack there, not just on Davis, but great job closing that pocket, not letting Friedman escape.
Yeah, absolutely. They closed in fast at that. 3rd down and 12. Toledo trying to force a 3 and out. Here comes Friedman. 3 receivers at the bottom screen. He's got 1 to the top. Ziegler in the backfield. Going downfield, and unfortunately a drop pass. That is the 2nd drop pass of the day already for the Eagles.
Yeah, Toledo got a bit lucky there. That was 1st down yardage, and they would have continued their drive. But luckily, they will get the ball back with decent field position. Probably a little bit of a field position battle here on these next couple drives after that long touchdown.
We saw Moon with an 8-yard return. This offense for Toledo is going to have to do something. Rock Rhodes is a big part of this offense. 280 rushing yards already this year, 2 touchdowns. You want to see Toledo get him going. And here's Albert. He's past the right-hand side. He gets Meekins a 3rd. A 7-yard reception. 2nd down and 3, Tony.
Yeah, the sophomore from Duluth, Minnesota. Great job utilizing that slant route. I say it every game. The middle of the field, 8 to 15 yards, is so underutilized, but they used it there.
Albert, 3 receivers, and he's going to hand it off to Rock Rhodes. Rock Rhodes up the middle, 5 yards, but it's good enough for a Toledo 1st down.
Yeah, first down of the game for Toledo right there. Got a great pancake on the offensive line by one of his guards. Sprung a huge hole that he could use to pick up a big gain.
Here's Albert. He's got 3 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. Rock Rhodes in the backfield. It's a pass downfield. He has his receiver wide open. That's Marcus Chamberlain, 21 yards for the 1st down for Toledo.
Yeah, fantastic job finding Albert getting him the ball in that little soft spot in the zone, right in front of the deep safeties over the linebackers. Great job of getting Chamberlain, his big tight end, involved here on this drive across the 50-yard line in the best field position they've been all day.
Here's Albert. He's got trips to the top of the screen, 1 receiver at the bottom. Rock Rhodes in the backfield. He's got a little bit of time pressure coming. He goes down, he loses the ball. But Toledo recovers. Great awareness by number 62, the offensive lineman.
Yeah, that was a fantastic job. You're absolutely right. Chase Matthews from Philadelphia just bursts right through that offensive line, gets into the backfield, gets a forced fumble, but like you said, the offensive line just too quick for Eastern Michigan to capitalize on. Very lucky for the Rockets.
Here we go. 2nd down and 21. Auburn's got to be creative here. 3 receivers. Fakes the handoff to Rock Rhodes. And Auburn's going to keep it himself. He's running to the right. He's got some room to go. He's got the 1st down and 4 before he is laid out on a 25-yard rush.
That was an unbelievable rush. I had no idea there was going to be that much room open on that right-hand side of the field. Great job by Auburn to recognize that they were in man coverage, had the receivers all run to the left, and then before safety, Deuce Palmer from Alabama just leveled him right there. He may be wanting to slide next time. That could have been a forced fumble.
Auburn's got 2 receivers at the bottom. Rock Rhodes in the back, but he hands it off. Rock Rhodes goes nowhere, loses 4 yards. Defense all over.
Yeah, they were all over it. Is exactly right. Great job by Axel Holgerson to get into the backfield for the tackle for loss.
There we go. Auburn. He's got two receivers at the top of the screen. Excuse me, three receivers, one to the bottom. Rock Rhodes in the backfield. Second down and 14. A quick throw, the middle of the field. Not able to get the completion, though.
No, he wasn't, right? That was that kind of that area of the field that I mentioned earlier. That's just a drop. You've got to be completed to get inside the red zone.
Auburn's got four receivers to the top, to the bottom. Rock Rhodes in the backfield. He checks down the middle of the field, and that's Hashimoto for an 8-yard reception. It's going to be 4th down and 6 now, Tony.
Yeah, Hashimoto, great job of catching that football. But if you are Toledo, you've got to pick up the first down yardage there. You can't settle for the field goal. You got to, a bit of a lucky stop maybe with that drop on the last drive. Eastern Michigan has been rolling down the field, but points are points, David, and you take them any way you can get them.
Well, absolutely. They're very glad to be able to get some points after a 3-and-out on their first possession. Here comes Eastern Michigan. They get the ball this time. A quick score on the first drive, a 3-and-out on the second drive. What do you expect to see from Eastern Michigan on this drive, Tony?
Well, I think they're going to go back to their bread and butter. Friedman has been effectively throwing the football all season, already has nearly 1,000 passing yards, and I think we'll see a lot more of him this drive.
Well, Friedman's got two in the backfield, three receivers, and it's a quick slant route to the middle of the field. That's 10 with a 10-yard reception. Second down and inches coming out passing right away, Tony.
Yes, they are, exactly. A bit surprised we haven't seen any handoffs to Gabriel Ziegler, but that's a great job by Friedman, effectively knowing what the defense would be doing.
And here's Friedman. It's a fake handoff to Ziegler. Ziegler's going to continue to block. Friedman's got all kinds of time. He goes downfield. He hits his receiver, Brandon Oliver, a 32-yard reception.
Yeah, that was a fantastic pass there by Friedman. Led his receiver. Great job on that post route, getting into the defensive secondary. But then Zach Boyd with the huge hit levels Oliver. That could be dangerous. Might need to check into the concussion protocol, David.
Yeah, that was a big-time hit. Well, here comes Friedman again. He's got 5 wide receivers this time. Nope, we got motion coming to the backfield. And it's a fake handoff. And I'm really not sure what Friedman was trying to accomplish there, but it's an incomplete pass nonetheless.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to do a little bit of a back foot floater, like a shortstop deep in the hole, throwing to first, but just couldn't connect on it.
Here's Friedman. He's got 4 wide receivers. And he's going to get it down to his halfback. Ziegler loses 3 yards. Really nowhere to go. The defense covered him up fast.
Yeah, I think Ziegler might have been confused, actually. He went backwards quickly. I think he might have been trying to go to the wrong end zone and then realized, I have to go the other way before a nice tackle by Lucas Oliver. Quick update on the Twitch game. It is 7-7, Alabama versus Georgia. Georgia has the ball at the 32-yard line.
Thank you for that update. Here's Friedman. He's got time under a little bit of pressure. Downfield. Almost picked off. That was Lucas Oliver with the deflection. I thought for sure he was going to get that.
Yeah, I did too. That was a very dangerous throw off the back foot, but Friedman showing off that arm strength. Lucas Oliver in the right position at the right time to make a good play on the football. It kind of in no man's land, has to punt it, but you hate to see that if you're Eastern Michigan. But with the wind being how aggressive it is, 15 miles an hour, like we said, there's just no way to kick a field goal there.
Yeah, so that's 2 3-and-outs for Eastern Michigan. Now Toledo, who marched downfield last time, had to settle for a field goal. They're looking for a touchdown here, Tom. 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Auburn's got a little bit of time, and he gets a pass down the middle of the field. Marcus Chamberlain, a 5-yard reception, and it's going to be 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, nice little hitch route there by Chamberlain. Had the reception on the second drive last time to lead him down the field. Great job getting open there as well before being brought down for a nice gain. And
you know what, Tony? A score update over on Twitch. We have an upset alert going on. Georgia just got a touchdown, and pending the extra point will be 14-7 over Alabama. Here's Auburn, the handoff to Rock Rhodes, up the middle, 3 yards, 3rd down and 2 for EMU. Excuse me, for Toledo.
Yeah, that's okay. The colors are all over the place. I do think the pants on Eastern Michigan are blue instead of green, so that's throwing us off.
Here's Auburn. He's going to hand it off again to Rhodes, going to the left side. He's got some room, and he hit second gear, got 15 yards and a 1st down for the Rockets. I'm excited to see the Rocket Man. We haven't seen him yet on the sidelines. I want to see the Rocket Man, Tony.
Yeah, I do as well. You're right. Apparently, the Eastern Michigan pants are gray. I doubt it. I think they're blue. But yeah, you're right. Rhodes just turned it in a second gear and hit the sideline, got upfield.
Here we go. Here's Albert. 3 receivers at the top of the screen. A quick wide receiver pass. 2 yards. That's Nolan Ellis. 2nd down and 8.
Ellis is the leading receiver for Albert, has over double the receiving yards coming into this ballgame than the second highest receiver. That's his first reception on the game. I'm sure we'll see more of him later.
Here's Albert. It's a handoff to Rhodes. He gets through the first runner, but he fumbles. And Eastern Michigan has picked it up. He has taken it all the way to the 2-yard line, Tony.
Yeah, that was an unbelievable play there.
I got pretty excited.
I know, I could tell, but that was great closing speed. I think that was Oliver, the quarterback himself, who brought him down. But exactly, Chase Matthews right there just to pick up the ball and run it down the field, unable to get into the end zone. I'm sure his teammates will be saying, you need to work on some speed training to get that in.
Well, here we go. Eastern Michigan with the ball now. Friedman in great position. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Ziegler with a 4-yard touchdown run. And just like that, it's going to be 13-3 with the extra point coming.
Yeah, fantastic job by that offensive line just to create a wall and a push to get into the backfield. Brian Davis, the defensive tackle, unable to bring him down, and Ziegler just waltzes in. Eastern Michigan is going to take the 11-point lead.
Great way to capitalize, Tony. You force a turnover, almost get the touchdown on defense, put your offense in the red zone, the PX1 Sports red zone immediately, and then get the touchdown. 14-3, Eastern Michigan now kicking back off to Toledo.
Yeah, you have to think that's a bit demoralizing for Toledo. A bit of a short kick there, so we'll see if they can get good field position on this return.
Oh, what a stiff arm. Derek Bryant got a couple of extra yards thanks to the stiff arm there. And this Toledo Rocket offense is going to have to get back downfield again and try to wear down this defense. Here's Albert's got 3 receivers. He's going to hand it off to Rhodes. Rhodes got a little bit of room, shaking and baking for 5 yards, Tony.
Yeah, they have, Toledo's showing that they have full confidence in Rock Rhodes. He had the fumble, but they don't think anything of it. They're going to give it right back to him to march down the field.
I like the confidence they have. Albert has got 2 receivers, and he's got a little bit of time, and he passes downfield as number 5, Nolan Ellis, with a 13-yard reception and a first down. And there's the Rocket Man, Tony.
We love it. We need to see more of him, more touchdowns, more points scored by Toledo, and we'll see him more.
Well, here's Albert. He's in the pocket now. Under a little bit of pressure, he gets the ball off just in time and is incompletion, but he's lucky not to take a sack.
Yeah, he is. I'm not sure if that was the defender who got him or if that was his own offensive lineman who hit him, but that was deflected.
Auburn 3 receivers, hands it off to Rhodes. Rhodes is going to keep pushing, gets another yard or 2 after contact. 4 yards on the carry, Tony. 3rd down and 6. Crucial play for Toledo.
Yeah, you're right. It is. Exactly. That was a fantastic job. Got a great block, but just couldn't do too much with it.
A score alert, Alabama with a long touchdown to tie the game up 14-14 pending the extra point. And here's Albert downfield, and he throws an interception. He went for a home run himself, not able to get it. And nice return, the 2nd turnover for Toledo already. Not a good first quarter when you're talking about 2 turnovers.
No, it was not. You're right. James Beal, great job of getting into the receiving line. That was designated for Trey Meekins III, but Beal did exactly what he had to do. Baited that throw. It was a little bit underthrown and read it perfectly.
Well, now it's Eastern Michigan. They capitalized last time they got the turnover. They don't have as good of a field position this time. And here comes Friedman in this offense. 3 receivers, fake handoff. Friedman's going to run it himself to the right-hand side. Is able to get 5 yards, Tony, before he goes down. 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, not really known as a runner, but that was a great job of tucking that ball and getting down the field.
Yeah, 14 carries prior to this game so far, so definitely not a huge runner. Here goes Friedman. He's got 3 receivers at the top, to the bottom now. Passes out to the left-hand side. Gets his receiver. That's Ziegler with the 8-yard reception, and they get the first down, Tony.
Yeah, they do. That was a big first down. You're right. Friedman saw the pressure coming off the right-hand side, just turned down to his safety valve. Ziegler coming out of the backfield, turned upfield to pick up the first down.
a big-time play. Two in the backfield. He's got two receivers in the bottom. And it's a quick throw on the left-hand side, but Friedman threw it away. He had his receiver wide open, Tony, just did not make the throw he needed to make.
No, you're right. He didn't. That was a bit surprising. Definitely had a bit of a cover two beater before the safety, but just couldn't connect.
Here's Friedman again. He's got time. He's going to pass it down to Ziegler out the backfield, and Ziegler's got some yards. Makes 15 yards out of it. First down and 10 for the Eagles.
Yeah, they are. Those linebackers of Toledo are having a very difficult job of trying to cover Ziegler out of the backfield. He's been very effective so far in this game. They're going to have to do a better job keeping eyes on him, knowing where he is at all times.
And here we go, Friedman. He's got, well, that's going to be the end of the first quarter. We appreciate all of you tuning in so far. Make sure you keep paying attention as we got the second quarter coming up. Eastern Michigan 14, Toledo 3. Back from the second for the second quarter, Eastern Michigan marching downfield, getting close to the PX1 red zone. Excuse me, and a handoff to Ziegler for 8 yards. Second down and 2.
Yeah, you know, he's been really effective out of the backfield. Maybe Toledo got lured to sleep on that one a little bit. Great just rush, handoff straight up the middle, picked up a big gain.
And here's Friedman. He's got 4 receivers. Ziegler moves out in motion, and another drop pass. Friedman has been a victim of multiple drop passes so far tonight.
Yes, he has, right. That was Freddie Chen, who had the touchdown reception earlier, just couldn't hold on to that one. Toledo's got to get a stop here.
3 receivers, 2 in the backfield. Fake handoff. That's a pass out to the halfback. That's Ziegler, 10 yards. And now the Eagles are in the PX1 Sports red zone.
Yes, they are, exactly. Toledo's got to try and force a field goal at all stops here. Cannot let Eastern Michigan get into the end zone.
Friedman, 4 wide receivers. Ziegler in motion to the right-hand side. Friedman's going to go to Ziegler, but I think there's a little bit of confusion between the receiver and Ziegler there.
Yeah, that was definitely supposed to go to Ziegler, but Jafari Davis Jr. was right in the area as well, and it hit off his back.
There we go, 3 wide receivers for Friedman. And again, he's going to go to the right-hand side. A nice pass. That was to Santos for 9 yards, and it's going to be 3rd and 1.
Yeah, the backup halfback from Maracaibo, Venezuela getting involved here. Both halfbacks have been effective out of the backfield in the passing game.
And here's Friedman, 3rd down and 1. And a pass to Brandon Oliver, 4-yard touchdown for the Eagles, 20-3.
Yeah, fantastic job. Just a methodical march down the field. Friedman utilized Ziegler great out of the backfield in his check down routes. Toledo is doing a pretty decent job of covering all of the wide receiver threats that Eastern Michigan has, but they just can't defend Ziegler and Santos out of the backfield. And then in those short yard situations, you just need a quick in-breaking slant route like that, got inside leverage, and it was just an easy connection for the touchdown.
And we have a score update as well over on Twitch. Georgia with another touchdown, extra point coming, 20-14. Georgia looking to upset Alabama.
Yeah, that would be a huge upset if they could come up with it. But this one's not over yet either. Still so much time left in this ball game. Toledo's got to march down the field and put it into the end zone. They've had a couple of mistakes, a fumble, and interception, but they have to score.
And here we go. Auburn's got 3 wide receivers. He's going to scramble to the left and stop running. Then he's going to start running again. He's got a blocker, and he's going to be able to get close to the first down. Give him 8 yards, Tony. 2nd down and 2.
Yeah, that was just a funky play all around. Ran into his own lineman. Not great communication there. That's Chamberlain, the tight end, who got in the way. Maybe looking for the pass as well. Didn't realize that Auburn had already tucked it to run. They definitely could have picked up the first down, but that's just a miscommunication.
Well, here we go. Auburn's got 3 receivers at the bottom, 1 to the top, 1 in the backfield. He's going to go downfield, and it's another interception for Toledo. And here we go, Eastern Michigan with a nice return, and that is Auburn's 3rd interception.
Yeah, yes, it is. Yeah, not a great performance so far. That's the cornerback, Ray Smith from Oklahoma. Just jumped that route as well, designated for Ellis Buddy, but just jumped right in the way of it, picked it off, and a good starting field position here for Eastern Michigan. Toledo has to force a turnover, has to get a stop, something they cannot let them score.
You're absolutely correct. And here goes Friedman, and it's an incomplete pass. Pressure started to come, but I think he had a little bit more time. He kind of panicked a little bit. This offense for EMU has kind of been a Jekyll and Hyde. It's either been very methodical marching downfield, or it's really kind of lacked. What are we going to see on this drive?
Yeah, that's a really good point.
And we're going to see another touchdown. That is Bug with a 33-yard. He said Toledo.
Yeah, that was a fantastic job. Cover 2 beater down that right sideline. Just Jackson Bug just got past the corner. Safety couldn't get over in time to help. You know, we've seen 4 touchdowns for Eastern Michigan. 4 different players have scored. Freddie Chen on the long pass. Brandon Oliver on that quick slant. Last drive, Jackson Bug here, and Ziegler has a run. Who else is going to get involved in this Eastern Michigan offense to score a touchdown?
You make a great point, Tony. I love how balanced this offense is, how they're getting everyone involved. It's a fun day when everyone's scoring touchdowns.
It is. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You know, we've seen the tight end Taylor Sage have a couple of receptions as well. Eastern Michigan is clicking on all cylinders. Just a couple drops that could get worked on with the jugs machine. Toledo, you know, you need Oliver to be a bit more composed and make more accurate throws.
Oliver's got 4 wide receivers, 1 in the backfield. Pressure coming. It's going to be a halfback screen. Rock Rhodes getting some yards, 10 yards, and getting the first down.
Bit of a generous spot there for Rhodes, but I think the refs might be trying to help Toledo a little bit with that one. Great job of getting out of the backfield. You know, first down, we've seen screens had success so far this season, just not on third down.
There we go. Auburn 3 wide receivers. He's got Rhodes blocking, and another deflection by the defense. I'll tell you what, Eastern Michigan defense has really stepped up and made some plays tonight.
Yeah, they have. They're getting in all of the passing lanes, David, and just causing chaos.
Here we go. Auburn 3 wide receivers again. And he's going to do a check down to Rhodes. Gets 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 6. A crucial drive. We've talked about the wind. You know, punting right now could be dangerous. So they really want to be able to convert a first down here. Here goes Auburn, 3 receivers at the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. A fake handoff, cross the body throw, but doesn't go anywhere. And Toledo will be forced to punt.
Yeah, that could have been even more dangerous than it was. A cornerback blitz off the left-hand side was picked up very late by a pulling offensive guard who recognized it and just did a back foot throw. Not very accurate, not very strong from Auburn there. Causes the punt. Eastern Michigan is clicking on all cylinders. The only question right now, David, is who scores this time?
Absolutely. And quick score update, Alabama with the field goal, 17-21, 4:38 left in the first half. Here's Friedman, 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 at the top, hit a halfback in motion. He's going to do a check down. It's Chen with a 7-yard reception, 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, 4 receptions so far for Chen. He's the leading receiver. I think it might actually be Ziegler out of the backfield, but Chen is the leading wide receiver in reception so far.
And here's Friedman. He's going to pass the middle of the field again. And some room to run. Holy cow, breaking 2 tackles. Freddie Chen, 32 yards. What a way to make something out of nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. A little bit of a hitch route there. I just broke 2 tackles, like you said. I think that's the epitome of how this game has gone so far. Toledo's been in position to make some plays. It's just some mistakes, some mental errors. Just lets Eastern Michigan continue down the field.
And here we go. Friedman's 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen. He's got 1 at the top. Ziegler in the backfield. Pressure coming in. He's going to check down to Ziegler. And Ziegler's going to get 1 yard on the play. Hey, it's positive yards. It's better than losing yards.
That is very true. You're right. That's the linebacker, Justin Ballard from Arizona, making the play there. Great job of stopping him short for only the 1 yard gain.
Here we go. Friedman, 2 receivers at the top of the screen. He's thrown to the middle of the field. He gets who else other than Freddie Chen again. His 6th reception. He's over 100 already. 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, huge game for Chen. Like you said, Friedman is just throwing it wherever he wants right now.
There we go. Freeman's got 4 wide receivers. And it's a pass middle of the field again. This is Bug. We saw the huge touchdown last time. This is an 8-yard reception, a first down, and Eastern Michigan in the PX1 red zone right now.
Yeah, 2 receptions, a touchdown, and that big key first down for Bud.
Go Freeman, 4 wide receivers, a wide receiver screen. The defense did that one out perfectly, Tony.
Yeah, they did. I think if you're Freddie Chen, you might be a little bit upset with your blockers out there because he got leveled, very hard hits. Second and goal here. Toledo has to stand tall.
That score update over on Twitch. Georgia with 3:28 left. It's 24-17. And a touchdown! Eastern Michigan. Freeman has on fire. He can follow his receivers. That is a huge play, and now it is 34-3, Eastern Michigan.
Yeah, well, we have our answer, David, that we started at the beginning of the drive. Jafari Davis Jr. this time with the touchdown. That's 5 different players for Eastern Michigan have touchdowns so far this game. Great use of the wide receiver screen, little bubble screen there. Great blocking. They tried to do it on the previous play, and Chen got lit up. This time, Davis able to sneak around into the end zone.
Yeah, huge play. That was phenomenal. And Eastern Michigan, another great drive.
Yeah, we'll see what Toledo can do on this drive, just to see if they can get any composure from Alter, if they can use roads more effectively this time to try and march down the field.
Well, here we go, Toledo. After a couple of interceptions, they need to get it together here. Auburn with a pass down the middle. Hashimoto, a 5-yard reception, second down and 5.
A great reception for Hashimoto, exactly. James Beal with the big hit, had the interception earlier. This time lays down the law on that one, David. Huge hit.
Yeah, second down and 5, Eastern Michigan. Their defense not able to stop them here, but so far a lot of great pressure by the defense. Let's see what Toledo can respond with. 4 receivers, 1 in the backfield. Auburn a fake handoff. He's got a little bit of time downfield. He has a receiver wide open, and that is a huge play. Trey Meekins, the third big-time play for the first down.
Yeah, that's a fantastic job. Oh, the safety, as you can see, broke to the outside receiver. That skinny post from the slot was vacated. Great reception by Meekins the third. Great find as well by Aubrey. You know, as we've said, had some struggles here early, but that was an easy pitch and catch for the Rockets to connect on.
Absolutely. So here we go. Auburn's going to have 4 wide receivers through the top of the screen. He's passing down left field, and it's a wide open pass. Oh, and that was with a 31-yard touchdown. Toledo getting on the board with their first touchdown of the day, Tony.
Yeah, that's a huge play, David. Exactly what they needed. Great job of Auburn to show he has some confidence in himself. The coaches have the confidence to keep letting him throw the ball down the field. And as you can see, Auburn celebrating there. He's like, oh, I got one finally. Great throw and a great touchdown.
And that is exactly what Toledo needed. We are a little less than 4 minutes left in the first half, Tony. They get their first touchdown of the game. Now their defense, it's time for them to step up and get a stop. They've got a couple 3-and-outs on EMU, but they've also allowed too many touchdowns. So let's see how their defense can respond in return.
Yeah, they need a big sack on first or second down, get into the backfield, and cause Friedman to panic a little bit. When they've been in the backfield, they've had success with those 3-and-outs as well. Or, you know, anything, they need a turnover. You know, they're losing the turnover battle 3-0 right now. They need to do something to get the ball back.
Here we go. Friedman with the ball. He's got 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen, 1 to the top of the screen. He's going to scramble himself. He's got room to run, and he slides this time. He learned the lesson from that last huge run. 4-yard pickup. EMU second down and 6.
Yeah, that was a great job, utilizing that slide very effectively. You know, if I was a ref, I might want to review that one for targeting.
Here we go. Friedman, 2 receivers on the top, 1 at the bottom. Under pressure, he has to get rid of it right away, and that's going to force a 3rd down and 6. This is exactly what we're talking about. Toledo needs to get a stop right here.
Yeah, they do, and they caused chaos in the backfield, and it was a forced a bad throw. That's what they need to keep doing.
And here's Friedman under a little bit of pressure. He gets it past the middle of the field, none other than Freddie Chen again, and a first down. Freddie Chen has been a great safety blanket all day long for Friedman. Here we go. It's first down. 4 receivers to the top, to the bottom. A fake handoff to Ziegler. And Friedman's going downfield, and he has his receiver, Freddie Chen, again. A 34-yard diving catch. First down and 10 for the Eagles.
Yeah, unbelievable right there for Chen. Friedman is just consistently finding him. He has a couple drops as well. He could be having an even bigger game so far, David, which is kind of hard to believe.
And the Eagles are now in the VX1 Sports red zone. 3 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. Ziegler's in the backfield blocking, and Friedman to the left side of the screen, but it is intercepted. And here we go, a return down the sidelines. And wow, I thought he had an opportunity, but great job EMU to be able to close that gap. But Kyrie Prince with a great interception.
Yeah, Kyrie Prince exactly just baited that throw as well. We've seen the Eastern Michigan defenders do that all game. Maybe capitalize on a few underthrows by Auburn as well. Prince in the right place at the right time, got the huge turnover that they needed. This might be the best starting field position of the day so far here for Toledo.
Here's Auburn. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive. He's feeling confident. A pass to the right side, and it's a good pass. Just unfortunately led his receiver out of bounds. Can be incomplete, 2nd out of 10.
Yeah, just a little bit too far is right. Got to keep that foot in bounds.
Here we go. Auburn's 3 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. He's going to take off and run. It's under pressure. Sacked for a loss of 2 yards. 3rd down and 12. Auburn's got to settle down here, Tony, and be able to make a play and get a first down.
Yes, they do. You're absolutely right. Michael Sands from Oklahoma with his first sack of the ball game. Yeah, they have to give Auburn a little bit more time. When he has more time, he's able to throw effectively, but when he's under pressure, that's when the mistakes have happened.
Here we go. Auburn under pressure. It's going to be a screen play, and it doesn't go anywhere. And it's going to be a 3-and-out. Very frustrating for the Toledo offense. So no harm, no foul on the turnover for Friedman and the Eagles.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point, David. You know, we've seen the turnovers that Eastern Michigan has gotten have all been converted into points. That time unsuccessful for Toledo, and a great return here as well for Dante Brown. That's just going to add salt in the wounds.
And a quick score update over on Twitch, Tony. Georgia 31-17, less than a minute left in the first half, and Georgia driving downfield trying to get some more points.
Oh my goodness, we could be in for a huge upset alert on the Twitch game. Right here, you know, Toledo has been having more success as of late. Got the big turnover as well, but Eastern Michigan is looking very dominant. Friedman is having so much time to throw and find his receivers, pick apart that Toledo defense. Toledo's got to get more pressure from that front 3.
Yes, he does. So here comes Friedman. 3 receivers at the top, 1 to the bottom. Ziegler in the backfield. Friedman's got some time, and a nice pass. Oliver on defense with a great deflection.
Yeah, that's Lucas Oliver. That's got to be intercepted. It looked like it was right in the breadbasket, and he dropped it. Drops have been hurting the Eastern Michigan offense, but right there, very lucky.
Here's Friedman, 4 wide receivers, 3 at the top of the screen, and again, another quick slant route, and was able to get Brandon Oliver a 14-yard reception and a first down for the Eagles.
3 receptions and 50 yards, crosses the 50 bomb right there. Great job of, like you said, that little in route as well, which is just finding soft spots in the zone.
There's Friedman under a little bit of pressure, going to the right side of the field, and he gets Freddie Chen 14 yards. I tell you what, Freddie Chen is having a fantastic ball game right now. Fantastic.
Yes, he is. You are absolutely right. Yeah, Freddie Chen, I was just about to say this as well, is on record watch for an incredible receiving performance.
Yes, he is. I mean, the number of receptions and just the number of yards. And there's Ziegler, a 1-yard reception, 2nd down and 9. I mean, this is pretty impressive.
It is. Yeah, Toledo did a much better job of getting pressure onto Friedman. He had to throw that ball a little bit quicker than I think he wanted to. Couldn't go through all his progressions, but found his safety valve, Ziegler, on that right-hand side.
And the record is 15 receptions in a game, and I think Chen has a chance for that. 209 yards as well. And here's a big-time play, a check down, Ziegler, but he loses 2 yards, 3rd down and 11.
Great stand by the Toledo defense there, doing exactly what they needed, forcing the 3rd and long. this is the kind of territory that they've had more success on defensively. Great job by Brian Davis to get there to slow him down initially before the rest of the defense could bring him down.
Well, here we go. They are approaching the PX1 Sports red zone yet again. Eagles have two receivers top the screen to the bottom. And Friedman's going to go for another touchdown, and he has it. That's Bug with a 30-yard touchdown catch. The fifth of the day for Friedman. Touchdown, Eagles.
Yeah, fantastic touchdown there. You know, a little bit disappointing, I think, if you're an Eastern Michigan fan, that's 6 touchdowns, but not 6 different players. Bug did have one earlier in the ball game. Great throw by Friedman, great find. Bug was just able to burn his corner and get a step on him, get into the end zone, and now it is 42-10, the 32-point lead here for Eastern Michigan.
And that ties the third most touching passes in a game. The number is 5. Trell Allen had 6 and 7. So we also see Friedman on record watch as well.
Yeah, we do. This Eastern Michigan offense is really clicking on all cylinders. And somehow, you know, Chen is having, you know, on record watch even in this first half as well. But still, 5 different players have touchdown receptions. It's been very impressive. Toledo has to respond.
Here we go. Oliver under pressure right away, throwing away, nowhere to go. Live to play another down, 2nd down and 10. Real quick, Tony, halftime over on Twitch, Georgia 34-17. They've got a huge lead right now and looking to upset Alabama.
Yeah, that's a great pass there as well.
Yeah, a nice first down there for Toledo. They needed a first down. Look at the total yards. Eastern Michigan definitely has advantage, but plenty of time for Toledo to come back. Auburn's got a little bit of time. He's going to throw it down to his halfback, Chamberlain, -4 yards on the play, though.
Yeah, a little bit of a weird route there. That's the tight end, Chamberlain, actually, who I don't really know what he did. I think he was in blocking and then came out, so it looked like he was out of the backfield. You're right.
Here we go, Auburn. He's under pressure again and nowhere to go. He is sacked. 7-yard loss. 3rd down and 21. This offense has got to protect Auburn so he has time to make some plays.
Yes, they do. That was the linebacker Holgerson with the sack.
And here goes Rhodes. He's rushed just 8 yards. Makes 4th down a little bit shorter, but nonetheless, we're going to see a punt coming.
Yeah, I am a bit surprised with this play. Maybe they think that if they don't get it, Eastern Michigan will have too good a field position. Looks like a great punt here from Toledo. They have to get a stop. Cannot let Eastern Michigan score this game, but they do. Toledo will get the ball at the half.
Eastern Michigan right now offense is rolling 42-10, 33 seconds left. They have 1 timeout left to try to use, Tony, to try to get some points before halftime. Let's see what Friedman has dialed up. 4 receivers to the top, to the bottom. Ziegler in the backfield. And it's going to be a quick pass out to the receiver on the right-hand side. That's Davis Jr., 5 yards, 2nd down and 5.
3 receptions on the day, 1 big touchdown as well. Great job utilizing him effectively this first half.
And another deflection. Friedman had a nice pass. It was definitely into coverage, but great job by the defense to be able to deflect that one.
Yeah, it was exactly right. They got just enough coverage to force an incompletion.
3rd down and 5 for Friedman. He's got a little bit of time. He's going to make a throw downfield, and another deflection. Wow, the Toledo defense really stepping up right now and forcing EMU to punt again.
Yes, they are. Zach Boyd, great deflection, like you mentioned, David. You know, every time that we've seen Friedman throw it deep down the field, I'm thinking that we're going to be on touchdown watch, but right there, that was in the quadruple coverage. Just tried for the home run. Toledo's got 4 seconds. It's first and Hail Mary at this point. Got to try and move this down the field.
Is it Hail Mary or is it just run going into half down by 32?
Well, it looks like they're coming out on the run.
Yeah. And here we go, Rock Rhodes. He's got a little bit of room, a stiff arm. And he still had a nice run, 4 yards on the carry. And that will lead us to halftime as Eastern Michigan up 42-10 over the Toledo Rockets. Tony, talk to me about what you saw in the first half.
Well, I think we've been talking about it the whole game, David. Eastern Michigan's offense is essentially able to do whatever they want. They're spreading the ball out to all of their receivers, to all of their playmakers, getting them in space. Friedman is just having a fantastic game. Chen, you've already talked about, has almost set the reception record in the first half. I think that we'll definitely see that be broken. Toledo is just, I think, unable to get a pass rush on Friedman. They're unable to utilize their playmakers down the field. When they've been in position, they've been able to make plays, but I think the speed from this Eastern Michigan offense is too much. Defensively, Eastern Michigan is getting that pressure on Albert, forcing the bad throws and causing the turnovers.
Absolutely. Look at the total yards, 362 to 153. That just shows how well Eastern Michigan has had their way. Toledo's made some nice plays, though. Toledo has shown some flashes of excellence, what Albert's able to do. He just has to have that confidence, and he has to have time, because that Eastern Michigan defense has been all over him. And we're going to get ready to kick off this second half. What do you expect Toledo to do? What adjustment do you think they can make that will help get them back in the game?
Well, I think offensively, I think they should be keeping Rock Rhodes in to block more when they are on offense. Give the receivers or give Albert a little bit more time and let the receivers get more into their routes offensively so they can move down the field on offense.
Well, let's see what Toledo has as they start with the ball in the second half, down by 32. We'll see what this coach and this team has dialed up. Albert's going to come out right away. He's going to have three receivers at the top, one to the bottom, have Rock Rhodes in the backfield. The pressure coming, and a great pass to the middle of the field. That's Nolan Ellis, a 12-yard catch. Great way to come out first play of the second half.
Yes, it is. Exactly. We talked about it earlier. Ellis is the leading receiver for Toledo, and they've found him more this time.
Here goes Albert to the middle of the field again. Hashimoto with a 9-yard reception, second down and 1. And real quick, a score update over on Twitch. Georgia with another field goal. They are now up 37-17, 6 minutes left in the third.
Fantastic game over there as well as here, David.
And here's Albert, three receivers top of the screen. He's going to throw down to Rhodes. And Rhodes is able to get just enough. They show 0 yards. I thought he got to the line for gain, but I guess not. Third down and 1.
Yeah, I thought he was there too. It's a bit of a tough spot on that one. Got to convert.
Here we go. Albert, two receivers. He's got a tight end in motion. It's a handoff to Rhodes. He's got a blocker, and the block collapsed, and Rhodes goes down and loses 2, and a promising drive ends off the pass.
Yes, it does. You're right. Holderson in the backfield to make that play. Michael Sands was right there as well to get the tackle for loss. Forces the 4th and 3. David, one of these drives, we're going to eventually reach the point where Toledo's going to have to start going for it on 4th down. I'm wondering if maybe you consider going for it that time.
I mean, absolutely. At some point, you're going to have to. Down by 32. I mean, you've got to take some chances. So here we go. Eastern Michigan, a great offensive showing in the first half, Tony. This is going to be their first possession of the second half. We got Chen on record watch. We got for receiving yards. We got Friedman for passing touchdowns in a game. So it's going to be interesting to see what records for Eastern Michigan are going to be broke. And you're looking at passing yards. The most is Terrell Allen, 681 in a game. Third is 478. So Friedman might get himself a top 3 position in the record books for passing yards as well as touchdowns.
That's a really good point, David. You're absolutely right. Yeah, you're right. This is record watch territory if you're Eastern Michigan. Toledo, has to force a turnover, get a stop.
And it's going to be a handoff to Ziegler, but Ziegler goes nowhere. I mean, the defense all over him. A 1-yard loss. That was Ballard in on the tackle.
Great job by Ballard to get into the backfield. That middle linebacker smelled that play immediately and got the tackle for loss. Exactly what Toledo needs to do. They need to get pressure on Friedman and Ziegler in the backfield.
There we go. Friedman, 2 receivers at the top, 1 the bottom. He's going to do a quick little out route to the outside. Not able to get much on it, though. And it's going to be 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, a bit surprising there. I thought Friedman had a little bit more time, but maybe that pressure was just enough to scare him a bit.
We saw Freeman's at 368 passing yards, 3 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom going downfield. Freeman has a receiver, and we have another touchdown. That's Bug with a 61 touchdown yard catch, his 3rd of the game, all 3 over 30 yards.
Yeah, all 3 just massive plays. Another fantastic throw by Friedman. Leads Bug well down the field. Just burns his corner. We saw him do it on the previous 2 plays as well. Couldn't get the shoestring tackle. Eastern Michigan is clicking on all cylinders. They look very, very talented, very scary. I think if you're, the rest of the MAC, you need to be on watch. Even Ohio and Bowling Green, they play later today at 3 o'clock on Twitch. They're the teams that are 2-0, but I'd be scared of this Eastern Michigan team. They're clicking right now.
And Bug is now in the record book for most receiving touchdowns in a game. The previous record was 2, so record being rewrote all over the place here at Eastern Michigan right now.
Yes, it is. It is 61-yard touchdown is only going to add to that total for Friedman as well. He's got to be close to 400 at this point. That 3rd place definitely looks in play here. Toledo has to score again, march down the field.
And here goes Albert, has a receiver, but unable to hold on to it. Great job defensively, because I thought Albert had that reception there.
Yeah, that was a fantastic job defensively. Just read it right, or just got the passing lane just enough.
And here's Albert. He's under a little bit of pressure as time goes down the middle of the field, and he is going to have a long touchdown possibly. 1 guy left to beat, and he broke the first tackle, and he is going to get to the goal line. The goal line. Troy Meekins and Third. A huge play, Tony.
Yeah, a fantastic play is right. As we've seen, when Albert has enough time, he is able to connect with his playmakers. That middle of the field has been wide open and vacated. They had the big play earlier over the middle of the field, and right there they did it again. Looks like Meekins will be down just inside the 1. Or inside the 2.
Speed pack away from a touchdown there. Here comes Auburn, 3 wide receivers top the field, 1 to the bottom, and under pressure has to throw it, and it's incomplete. Dangerous throw.
Very dangerous throw. Lucky to get that one away as well. Ray Smith in the right place at the right time. Again, these corners and safeties are always in the passing lane.
And 2 receivers, 1 wide receiver in motion. Albert going to throw right through the middle of the upright, incomplete pass, 3rd down and goal. They do not want to settle for a field goal here, Tony. They need a touchdown.
They do. I think Auburn's confused which sport he's playing in Gaelic football. Throwing it through the uprights is 1 point, not here in the CFSL.
Auburn going to try to keep it himself. Nowhere to go. That defense was all over that. I believe that was Boutwell with a huge tackle to stop the touchdown. And now it's going to be 4th down and goal. Decision time for Toledo.
I don't like this call at all, David. As we've been talking about, they have to put it into the end zone. You may not score at all, but 7 is better than 3 if you're trailing. Boutwell, great job of recognizing that Auburn was going to tuck it and run on that previous play. Got in the backfield quickly. I'm a bit disappointed with the Rockets on that one, David.
But look, they were down by 39. We all know about the new mercy rule, so maybe they're just trying to play to keep the game going. But nonetheless, Eastern Michigan now with the ball, up 49-13. We've seen some long touchdown passes from Fieldman. He should be at around 430 passing yards, so about 40 yards away from getting in the record book in the top 3. And he is now tied for 2nd most touchdown passes in a game. Chen is now approaching as well receptions and receiving yards. Let's see what happens on this drive. Fieldman, 2 receivers to the bottom, and he hits a receiver right away. A great catch, and the defense having to work hard to get Davis Jr. down after 9 yards.
Yes, they are. That's 3 or 4 Rockets having to bring down Davis Jr. Had the big touchdown earlier as well. Friedman, quick check down. I really like that play.
Freeman got 4 wide receivers. It's going to be a handoff to Ziegler. Ziegler's got some room on the right-hand side, lowers a shoulder, and gets the first down, a 13-yard rush. I believe that might be his longest rush of the day. Nice play for a first down from you.
I agree. That is the longest rush of the day. Great job breaking that tackle, trucking through the defender.
Here's Fieldman. He's going to do another check down to Ziegler. 6 yards, 2nd down and 4. I really love the vision I'm seeing out of Fieldman. He sees the entire field. He's not taking too many crazy chances, making some great plays, and knows when to check it down.
Yes,
Receiver,
right.
halfback in motion. Fieldman's going to go to the left side, and not for sure if they're going to. I believe they're going to give that a 1-yard reception, possibly. Well, it's going to be under review, Tony. What do you see?
I thought that he was in live. We'll see what he could do. Friedman, great job of finding his targets all over the field. Oh, he's way out, it looks like. I think he's out. I don't think that toe is dragging.
It looked like his back foot might have been dragging, possibly. And they're gonna reverse the play. So here we go, 3rd down and 2. So that actually helped him because he would have lost 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, very, very lucky there.
Fieldman, 3 receivers. He's going to go to the right side, and he has another receiver. That's Davis Jr. again. A 10-yard reception. He's at 5 catches already.
Yes, he is, exactly. I think we've seen this Toledo defense double cover Freddie Chen every time, not being able to get the ball here.
And here goes Fieldman. It's a fake handoff. He's going to keep it himself. He's got some room to run. The 1st down and 4 out at the 10-yard line. Fieldman is at, 457 passing yards. 476 is 3rd place, so he is 10 yards away from the 3rd best passing performance in school history.
Yeah, but if you take away, or if you add his rushing yards, 28, he gets there pretty easily. John Avery the 2nd, and Justin Ballard bringing him down.
Here's Fieldman. He's going to go for a short pass up the middle. That's Davis Jr. again. That's a 6-yard catch. 2nd down and 4.
Davis has 4 receptions on this drive alone, being used heavily on this drive.
And it's going to be a pitch, and this looks like a touchdown pass with his defense. Great job, Tony. I thought that was an easy touchdown for Santos, but the defense did a great job closing that edge.
Yes, they did. Very quick lateral, or very good lateral quickness from that Toledo defense. Avery the 2nd able to bring him down.
Here's Fieldman, 2 receivers on top. He's under pressure. It's a pass up down the middle. Incomplete. 4th down and 1. And they're going to settle for a field goal here.
I think if you're Toledo, you have to consider that a win. They did not give up the touchdown. We've seen a lot of success on those quick slants from those inside receivers. Friedman has been able to find them. But right there, the defense knew it was coming, able to get the stop, and just forced the field goal. Toledo, again, they were able to get inside the 2-yard line and couldn't score. I think they have to do the same thing, try and utilize the big play down the middle of the field where they've had success, and just take some shots. Trust in Auburn and your receivers to make plays.
And a quick score update. Alabama has scored again. They're marching downfield about 50-yard line. It's 24-37 Georgia. Right now, 1 minute left in the 3rd. Here's Auburn. A pass down the. Oh, it's interception. He's going down the left side, but it is intercepted. And number 22 on defense, a fantastic interception. And that's Palmer. I thought he had an opportunity to return that one all the way, Tony.
I thought he did too. He did this quick inside break instead of going outside immediately. But, Auburn, again, he had the touchdowns, or he had the pick 6 saving tackle on a previous interception he threw. He looked like he did it again there. Eastern Michigan, again, could put this into the end zone.
Here goes Fieldman, 4 wide receivers, to the top, to the bottom. Ziegler in the backfield, and Fieldman wants to keep it himself. Kind of risky run. Gets 5 yards. Very interesting play, Tony.
Yeah, very interesting play is right. He was kind of boxed in by his offensive lineman. Don't really mind the run call, just really mind, I think, the athletic ability there. That didn't look very good.
And Fieldman, he's under a little bit of pressure in the end zone, and he has Ziegler, 11-yard touchdown pass, and that now ties him for the most touchdown passes in a single game in school history.
And at 474 passing yards, he's almost at that 3rd place spot as well. I saw that Toledo did a great job. They had a linebacker pick up Ziegler immediately out of the backfield. I believe it was Justin Ballard, but then Ziegler turned upfield and burned that linebacker, got into the back of the end zone for the touchdown. That front 3 of Toledo is just unable to get enough pressure on Friedman. to cause him any problems. Toledo, with one more touchdown, Eastern Michigan will have crossed that 50-point barrier and affected the mercy rule. So Toledo has to get a touchdown if they want to stay in this ball game.
And a quick score update, Tony, over on Twitch. Alabama driving and coming back 31-37, currently 7 seconds left in the third quarter. Alabama trying to save themselves from the upset.
Yes, they are. Georgia's had success against the bigger opponents, but unable to keep leads late. Alabama, that's look like what they're doing. They're having success late there.
Auburn, the dump down pass, a nice play. That was Bug again. Hashimoto, I apologize. A short reception, second down and 6.
If you're Toledo, you really like that. Just a quick throw, get Auburn back some confidence after the interception.
3 receivers to the top of the screen. Pressure coming, and Auburn easy receiver. Trey Meekins a third, a 28-yard catch. He's had a couple big catches tonight, and that gives Toledo the first down.
Yes, it does. Meekins having an incredible game as well, nearing 150 receiving yards on 4 receptions, just an incredible average, about 37 yards per catch. That middle of the field is where they've been having a lot of success, especially down the field. Look for them to try and do it again on this series.
And here goes Auburn. He's got some time, and he's going to the left. He throws it away. Don't really like his throw. But then again, it's not a turnover, and he doesn't lose yards. Second down and 10.
You know what, David? On that last play, Meekins sets the Toledo receiving yard single game record. Congratulations to him.
And a huge pass by Auburn. He got Nolan Ellis for 27 yards, the first down. And just like that, Toledo is in the PX1 Sports red zone looking to get some points.
Auburn, is showing that gunslinger mentality. He may throw a lot of interceptions, but he'll also throw it effectively down the field. Ellis is nearing 100 yards as well. Just needs one more reception, I think, to get it.
Here we go, Auburn, 2 receivers. He's going to keep it himself after a fake handoff and doesn't get anywhere. The defense all over that. A 2-yard loss. James Field, great job with the tackle for loss.
Yeah, that was a fantastic job coming up from that strong safety position. Read it all the way, utilizing a bit of as a QB spy in the back, but making sure Auburn couldn't get away, and he did not.
Auburn 3 wide receivers to the top, to the bottom. Has Rock Rhodes in the backfield and fake a handoff. Auburn's got some time, goes to the right side and gets Hashimoto, 11-yard catch, and it's third down and 1. And a quick score update, Georgia, another touchdown early in the fourth quarter, up 43-31, pending the extra point. And they're actually going to
rush here. Oh my goodness, a touchdown for Rock Rhodes, unbelievable. We haven't really seen him in the rushing game so far, David, but a great job of getting to the edge and into the end zone.
Oh, we got touchdowns in both games. Rock Rhodes really needed that touchdown. The first game of the year, he was phenomenal. Second game, he didn't do as well. Get his confidence going, and this Toledo offense is a whole different game, Tony.
Yes, it is, exactly. No longer really under the threat of the 50-point mercy rule. It might be a little bit too little too late, David. They might be playing for pride, but you never know.
Off to Ziegler. Ziegler cuts back outside and gets 6 yards, second down and 4.
Great rush by Ziegler. Only has 30 yards on the ground, but has been a fantastic weapon out of the backfield in the passing game.
Freeman's got 3 wide receivers on the top of the screen to the bottom. Ziegler in the backfield to protect him, and Freeman just has to throw it away. I'm okay with that one. He doesn't take a loss. Third down and 4 is very manageable still.
I agree, David. That is the smart decision there, just to throw it away. Great coverage down the field by Toledo.
There goes Freeman, 3 receivers. He's going downfield, and he has another receiver. Holy cow, that is Brandon Oliver, a 60-yard touchdown. And just like that, Fieldman is in the record book. He has now got the 3rd best passing yard game in school history, and number 2 at 587 is in the sights.
Yeah, fantastic throw there as well. As we've seen all game, the Eastern Michigan receivers are just able to burn the corners of Toledo. Brandon Oliver from Ozark, Missouri, just too quick down that left sideline. Friedman has been very accurate all game. I don't think he's really had, I think he might have had one bad throw. He's been affected by a couple drops, and the coverage has just been too good for some throwaways, but he's just been on fire tonight.
He has, and the number of deep plays is what is very impressive to me. The fact that they continue to have the big play touchdowns. That is an explosive offense. I love seeing it.
Yeah, I do as well. Toledo has to respond here.
Alber with a nice pass to the left side, and he gets a first down. That's Meekins again, and he's up to 165 yards.
Yes, he's already set the record, has Meekins for Toledo, just adding to his total, trying to make it unreachable. Alber is having success on those longer throws. It's those shorter ones where he's getting in trouble, especially in the second half. Hasn't thrown nearly as many interceptions.
Here we go, Alber, two wide receivers, and he's going to go to a slant route right across the middle. That's Marcus Chamberlain, the tight end, a 3-yard reception.
Yeah, they've been using Chamberlain on some, I think, pretty tricky pass designs, but this Eastern Michigan defense has just been able to sniff them out every time.
And here we go. Alber's got a little bit of time. He's going to throw to the right-hand side, and unfortunately led his receiver just a little bit too far and was not able to get the reception.
Yeah, I think the receiver was focused more on keeping the feet in bounds than catching the football there.
We go Alber, two receivers at the top, one at the bottom, under pressure, throws across the body, but gets the first down. This is Castleberry, a 16-yard reception, and that's a play that Toledo needed. That's a break that they haven't got many times tonight that they really needed.
No, they have not. You're right. Those back foot throws have been very risky and very dangerous for Alber, but Castleberry, his first reception of the ball game. Great to see him get involved here, even though it might be a little late.
Three receivers to the top, one the bottom for Alber, and he's going down the left side of the field. Alber is wishing he could have that one again. That is a drop touchdown pass. That's what that is, Tom.
That is a drop touchdown pass. That's extremely unfortunate for Toledo.
Here we go, Alber again. He's going downfield again, has his receiver again, but this time he's overthrew him. He's seen something on the left side of the field that he's really liking, 3rd down and 10. Let's see if Alber goes there again.
Yeah, that might be a mistake on Alber's part there. I'm assuming we'll see the three receivers up to the top of the screen.
Here we go, Alber going to the same place all over again, and he got the reception. That's Ellis, 33 yards, a first down, and they are in the PX1 Sports red zone.
That's a fantastic catch by Ellis. Brady Boutwell with great coverage as well. Unbelievable. Oh, my goodness. I don't know how that squeezed in there. Boutwell probably wishing he had that one back. Alber had the touchdown that was dropped, then an overthrow, but put that one right on the money.
And that is going to conclude the 3rd quarter. We're headed into the 4th. With Eastern Michigan up 66-20. Lots of record watches going on. You don't want to miss this exciting conclusion. You are watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube. And welcome back to the 4th quarter. I'm David, joined by Tony. Toledo trying to score and put themselves in a situation where they won't get mercied. And right now, 2nd down and goal after a negative 3-yard rush for Rhodes.
Yeah, Boutwell redeeming himself there a little bit with the great catch by Ellis, makes that tackle for loss. Brock Rhodes has not been having as much success as we've talked about, but did have the touchdown rush in the last drive.
I'd like to see a couple fours. Let's get a few more in the chat. Here we go. A drop pass over to Ellis. He just kind of dropped right in his lap. A great throw, really. 3rd down and goal. Let's see if Toledo can convert here. A field goal does help them, but ultimately, we all know they want the touchdown.
Yeah, I think they definitely need the touchdown as well. That was Dante Brown with the touchdown-saving tackle. Ellis almost got in.
We got two receivers at the bottom of the screen. Got a tight end in motion. And he's going to hit it off to Rhodes. And Rhodes up the middle for a touchdown. And just like that, Toledo once again gets on the board. and is at 26 now. Punting the extra point will get the game back to 39 points.
Yeah, definitely a bit more manageable, not at risk of that mercy rule anymore. A field goal still, if they got the field goal, I think a touchdown still would have made it a mercy rule situation. So right there, a touchdown is very important. Eastern Michigan has been clicking on all cylinders. You know, we talked about it earlier. Freddie Chen had 14 receptions in the first half and has yet to be targeted here in the second half. The coverage has just been too good on him, so he has yet to be able to break that record. I'm wondering if they can contain him for another quarter. Otherwise, that might be a very disappointing record that does not get broken.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, if I'm Toledo, I'm looking at the dime defense. You keep getting beat downfield, maybe move to a dime defense, but here we go. Friedman, he's almost picked off. That's Devontae Jackson. Almost took that one to the house. That's one of the first big mistakes that Friedman's made tonight.
That's a good point. It definitely is. Yeah, Jackson, the junior, definitely wishing he had that one back. That's a pick six.
Here's Fieldman. He's going to the left side of the field again. Gets Freddie Chen a 4-yard reception, 3rd down and 6. That is his 11th reception, which does put him in the record book for number of receptions. Excuse me, no, it doesn't. He needs 13. I apologize.
I thought he had a lot more. I thought he was at 14. I don't know. I think I might have read the bottom of the screen wrong or something. That's definitely on me. But a great stand by Toledo to force this 3-and-out here for Eastern Michigan. Toledo's going to get the ball with good field position. Hopefully they can, if you're a Rockets fan, they can drive down the field, make this a bit more interesting.
Yeah, we haven't seen them force a 3-and-out since early in the first quarter, if I'm not mistaken. So great job by them to respond. An opportunity here to get the Rocket Man engaged in the game, maybe get another nice touchdown. There goes Oliver, 4 wide receivers. He's going down the middle to the left side of the field. He has the receiver wide open. That is a huge play. That is Nolan Ellis again. His 9th catch, 166 yards, and a first down for the Rockets.
Great job by Ellis to get down the field on that left-hand side, beat the press coverage to get far down that left sideline. We're seeing a battle between Ellis and Meekins III on who is going to set the single-game receiving record. They're both, I think they're 1 yard apart from each other right now.
And there's another nice pass by Albert going to Buddy, a 6-yard reception, 2nd down and 4. And look, Toledo's offense coming to life all of a sudden. They're approaching the red zone.
Yes, it is. Yeah, especially the second half, they've been much more effective.
Here we go. Auburn, 4 wide receivers. He's going to go across the middle of the field here and gets the first down. That's Hashimoto with the 12-yard reception, his 6th of the day, and they are in the PX1 Sports red zone now.
Yes, they are. Let's see if they can put this into the end zone again.
There's Auburn. He's got 4 wide receivers, 3 at the top of the screen. Pressure coming in the end zone. A diving catch for Marcus Chamberlain, and that is another Toledo offense touchdown.
That's an incredible reception there for Chamberlain. Sold out completely for that one. Incredible performance. Great throw as well by Auburn. Put it where only his receiver could get it in the end zone. Floated it a little bit. I thought that might have been out of the back of the end zone, but Chamberlain, just too quick and too athletic, made the play. This has gotten interesting, David. I still don't think they can come back from this one, but if they get it within 2 possessions, that would be an incredible achievement.
Yeah, someone needs to clip that touchdown, just for the record. That was a phenomenal touchdown pass by Toledo. So here we go. And now it's time for Eastern Michigan, after being forced a 3-and-out on the last drive. They're going to have to come back. And real quick, score update on Twitch, 48-38, 2 minutes left. Georgia on top, looking to upset Alabama. Fieldman throwing to the left, has his receiver. That's Freddie Chen. That's going to be reception number 12. He is now 1 away from tying for 3rd most receptions all time. And that 550 passing yards, Fieldman is approaching, getting awfully close to the record there. Excuse me, Friedman. I apologize. I said Fieldman.
That's the first reception of the game right there. Fantastic catch by Stone Williams, the backup tight end.
Here we go, 3rd down and 6. Friedman got 3 receivers at the top of the screen. And he's going to the left side. Got the first down. Huge play. Going to keep the Eagles on the field. And that's reception number 13, 191 yards. And right there, that is now third most receptions in a game.
Third most receptions in a game, second to most receiving yards in a game for Chen. Incredible performance.
And Friedman going to run. It's a late pitch to Ziegler. Ziegler downfield and gets the first down. That was a perfect option play.
Yes, it was. You know, he was going to be tackled for loss in the backfield, but just trucked through the defender and got a generous spot to pick up that first down.
Friedman got three receivers. He's going to run it himself. He's going to the right-hand side. Got 4 yards. We've seen him run a couple times tonight and been pretty effective when he has been.
That's a really good point. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Draw Avery the second, utilizing in that QB spiral of the middle linebacker, able to come up with his 6th tackle of the game.
Here's Friedman. He's under pressure a little bit, and he gets another reception. And Chen, that is number 14, tied for the second most in school history, and he's also only 10 yards away from the number 1 spot on receiving yards, Tony.
Yeah, an incredible performance by all of the receivers here for Eastern Michigan.
Friedman's going to spin around, run to the left. He's got the block, and a great job. Got the first down. What a play. What a great awareness by Friedman to use his receiver for a block.
You know, we often see that on that run pass option, you know, trying to trick the defender into thinking what he's going to do if he could throw it, if he rushes up. But great job utilizing that block, like you said.
Friedman going to throw to the left in the backfield. But again, that's Santos, a 6-yard reception. I tell you, the difference between the Eagles and the Rockets today is the Eagles have been able to make a lot of plays out of what looks to be nothing, while the Rockets haven't had as many breaks.
You're right, and especially utilizing the halfbacks out of the backfield.
And Friedman, a drop pass. That was a perfect throw. It would have been a first down. Now, third down and 4. Imagine what his numbers would look like without all those drop passes.
I know, right, really.
Here's Friedman. He's going for another first down, and he has that one. That's Freddie Chen. That's a 7-yard catch. That's 15 on the day. That ties for the most reception and 3 yards away from the number 1 receiving yard game in school history.
We'll see if they targeted him on this play. Get him another touchdown, too.
And Friedman going to scramble himself. Gets 2 yards on the play.
Somehow managed to pick up yardage. I didn't think that was going to go anywhere, but great job of utilizing that forward momentum, rolling over a defender as well.
Yeah, definitely a very interesting play for sure. And it's going to be the pitch to Ziegler, and Ziegler with the 5-yard run, and it is a touchdown for Eastern Michigan.
Fantastic job as well. The defender, as you can see, overcommitted there. I believe that's Kyrie Prince just overcommits, passes Ziegler on the option pitch, and gets into the end zone for another touchdown for Eastern Michigan, back to a 39-point ball game.
Over on Twitch, the score is final. Alabama clawed themselves back into the game, but when the final whistle blew, Georgia 48, Alabama 45. Georgia getting their first win of the year and one of the biggest upsets of the season as well.
Yeah, huge upset there. I don't think anybody really expected that one. Georgia has played better, I think, than their record suggests, and right there put together the perfect game plan. As you can see, Toledo there, very successful on their past 3 drives, 3 touchdowns in a row. See if they can put one together here in the late stages of this 4th quarter.
Auburn has 5 wide receivers, 3 at the top of the screen, 2 underneath. And defensive lineman, I did not see who that was, put his hands up and stopped that pass. That was a big-time deflection from the line.
Yeah, it was. Absolutely. I believe that was Paul Painter. I could be mistaken, but got that big paw up and almost an interception as well.
And here goes Auburn, 3 receivers to the bottom of the screen. Great job there, not allowing anything to happen. EMU's defense really suffocating Toledo's offense right now.
Yes, they are. You're right. They've got to move down the field, deep shots.
Here goes Auburn, almost an interception. Pickens almost picked them off. And right now, 4th down and 10, and unfortunately, Toledo will have to punt.
Yes, they will. Again, I think this decision right here, I think kind of waves the flag, saying, what, you've got us this time, Eastern Michigan. If they had went for it, they might have said it had a little bit more fight as well. But that was a very dangerous pass, almost an interception for Pickens. Toledo has had their success throwing the ball far down the field, 20-plus yard gains. Not too much success throwing short or on the rushing attack outside of the red zone. Eastern Michigan, we'll see if they let up off the gas, or if they're gonna go, hashtag all gas, no brakes. We'll see what they do here.
Well, I tell you, I want to see them go to Chen one more time, as he's tied for receptions right there at receiving yards. You'd like to see him get the record. Freeman's going to hand it off to Ziegler, who had a touchdown on the last drive, and a nice carry there, 11 yards on the first down.
Yeah, great job lowering the shoulder, getting low enough to affect that center of gravity, bowling a couple people over with the huge gain on first down.
There we go. Friedman, 4 wide receivers to the top, to the bottom. And they're content handing it off to Ziegler. Ziegler's got room to run. And another first down, 16 yards. Toledo, they've got to stop him here.
Yes, they do. At 72 yards rushing so far, he's picked up nearly 25 yards, 25-plus yards on these past 2 plays alone. So coming alive here in this fourth quarter for the statistics, I'm assuming we'll see a lot of Ziegler here as well.
There we go. Freeman, 4 wide receivers, 3 to the top of the screen, and it's another handoff to Ziegler. Running up the middle, hard to get him down, and he gets 10 yards on that one. I mean, this is absolutely impressive series for Ziegler.
Yes, it is. I mean, I think he's just too short to get over the 100-yard mark in this drive alone, but he's carrying the team right here on this drive.
Friedman, 4 wide receivers, 3 to the bottom of your screen. He's got 1 up top. They're going to eat some clock up, try to ice this game. 73-34. Eastern Michigan definitely been really successful offensively today. Friedman using every second he can use. And it's not going to be a running play. It's going to be a passing play. And there it is, a touchdown to Brandon Oliver, 13 yards and another touchdown. EMU, I tell you what, their offense has been outstanding.
Yes, it has been as well. That's a little bit of salt in the wounds there. If you're Toledo, I don't think they absolutely had to throw it there. Just let Ziegler. You've been having success. Take a couple stops, take a couple knees. But another great throw by that in-breaking route from the outside receiver this time, and Oliver Friedman found him for another touchdown. 80-point performance. Just incredible here by Eastern Michigan.
And Friedman now the second most passing yards in a game in school history. So congratulations to that young man, setting the touchdown, getting the record books for touchdown and passing yards.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see what Toledo does on this last drive, if they're going to be content to just run out the clock as well, or if they're going to take some shots down the field. It has been an impressive performance by Toledo in the second half. We've had a lot more success.
Well, here we go. Here's Auburn. He's going to keep it himself. He scrambles out and makes a throw to Ellis, 13 yards. We do have to note, Tony, if the defense was able to get a touchdown, it would end the game as well.
Which would be incredible if that happened. Just, a last-minute mercy rule would be unbelievable.
Here goes Auburn. It's a handoff to Rhodes, 5 yards on the carry, second down and 5.
Yeah, it looks like they're probably going to utilize a lot of clock on this one. They're not in too much of a hurry. Great rush by Rhodes as well. Just having a very effective inside the red zone.
And it's a handoff to Rhodes again. Breaks off the first tackler. Unable to get the second tackler off him there. And he goes down for a loss. It is now 3rd down and 7.
Yes, it is. Paul Painter coming up with the tackle for loss there in the backfield. Not too much. I'm assuming we'll see more of Rock Rhodes on this one.
Well, you would assume wrong, as Auburn's going to go downfield for a big play. Not able to get it. James Fields' deflection. It looked like the tip drill was going to come into play and possibly catch it.
Yeah, that is what it looked like. I thought that might be the case as well. We'll see if Toledo is going to punt it. I would assume that they would have just let the clock run all the way down. Eastern Michigan, they're going to have a couple plays if they want to, let Friedman try and set a record or give it to Chen to throw it down the field again.
Look, give Chen about a 10-yard catch. Let him be number one in the record books, and then just call it a game.
Sure. Right. Okay. Deal.
Here we go. Friedman, 3 receivers. It's going to be a handoff to Ziegler. And Ziegler with a 7-yard rush. And that's probably going to do it, Tony. I do not imagine them doing anything else. And that is the ball game, Tony. Eastern Michigan 80, Toledo 34. Close it out for us, Tony.
I think we saw an incredible offensive performance from Eastern Michigan, just completely dominating them. As you can see, over 700 yards of total offense, 80 points as well. Friedman was just lighting it up on throwing. Defensively, a lot of success getting into the backfield, causing some pressure. Toledo had a lot more success throwing it down the field, especially in that second half. A lot to build on going into the next ball game.
Oh, absolutely. I'd like to thank our executive producer, Mike Peters, our assistant executive producer, Austin Crow, myself, and my partner today, Tony. It has been a fantastic day. Hey, but we got 2 more games coming up at 3, one on Twitch, one right here on YouTube. Make sure you tune in for us and enjoy your Saturday. We appreciate you guys. Much love. Have a good day.